Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Randy back with another fragrance video. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing another Macys Backstage fragrance haul. And so while I was there, I was at Macy's looking, and I went and got my Dior Homme Sport that I showed you guys in my last video. And while I was there, I went up to Macys Backstage because the last time I was there, I was between getting this one Perry Ellis fragrance and a pack of CK fragrances. It was a bunch of mini bottles. There was like 5 or 6 of them, and it was like 30 bucks, and I wanted to see if the price had dropped. And I actually couldn't find it, so I decided to look around. I decided while I was there to also take a video of my trip, so I'll put that up on the screen here. You'll see that there's a lot of gift boxes. I saw one that was Ferragamo, and it was the Pure Homme. So I actually almost bought that, but I saw in Fragrance Net they had it for almost the same price. So I went against it, and I did, while I was there, find a couple other fragrances, but 2 of them that I almost bought were leaking. But I ended up picking up 2. One that I heard was discontinued, and one that I was just kind of interested in because it was only $6 because there was no box. It was an open bottle, had no cap. But they turned out they were both car fragrances. If you know anything about car fragrances, there's Cadillac, there's Ferrari, there's the most popular one that is Mercedes Benz. And of the car fragrances that I've tested out there, Mercedes Benz is pretty much the only one out there that I found actually had good fragrances. There are a few from the other lines that are okay, but these 2 that I picked up today, the one is Cadillac Coupe, and one is Ferrari Pure Lavender. So this didn't come with a box or the cap, but when I smelled it, I was like, wow, that for the price, for $6, this is definitely worth at least like 30 bucks for the price. It was really, really nice. It is very reminiscent to a fragrance from the House of Prada, and that is Luna Rossa Sport. I actually get really similar vibes from this to that, even though the Luna Rossa Sport lasts longer than this does. It is a really good buy for the price if you can find it. So I'm going to give you the note breakdown here. The top notes are cardamom, bergamot, and lemon. The mid notes are lavender and sage, and the base notes are cashmere, vanilla, and patchouli. So when you get off the top of this fragrance, it is called Pure Lavender, and what you do is get a nice rush of that lavender. It is a bit synthetic, but it does have a little freshness in there as well, so it's kind of in the middle. Then you get a backdrop of citruses and some freshness from that cardamom, but for the most part, what you are getting is that lavender. It has a medium to low projection as well as a sillage, and it lasts probably 6 to 7 hours at max, although it dies down to a skin scent around hour 3. It is a pretty decent scent. It's not one that blows your mind or is unique by any means. If you let it sit for about 30 seconds or so, it actually turns into a really nice, fresh scent. As it dries down, you do get a little bit of that cashmere in there and some of that patchouli, but I don't sense anything other than the cashmere, the patchouli, and the lavender. In the base there, the lavender stays throughout the lifetime of the scent. It is a nice spring and summer fresh scent that you can just use as a random pull. It is definitely, I wouldn't say it's a great scent. I would just say it's one that is definitely fresh. It's nice, it's generic. It's just one that you should definitely try out if you can get it for the price that I did. So the second one is the one that I was a little bit more enthused about, and that is from Cadillac, and it is Cadillac Coupe. And it's actually a pretty decent bottle. The cap's pretty cheap, but the bottle is actually really hefty. It looks like the actual Cadillac Coupe front. So it's actually a really nice fragrance. It came with this box right here. And from what I understand online, it is a very hard fragrance to find other than on eBay. It's either discontinued. I think the whole Cadillac line is now discontinued, but it's a hard one to find. And I gotta say, for the price that I got this for, which was $12, I gotta say it is a really nice fragrance, and it's one that I will be wearing, especially in the spring and summer. So the top notes here are juniper, nutmeg, lime, and bergamot. The mid notes are lavender and patchouli, and the base notes are Peru balsam, tobacco, musk, vanilla, and amber. So this is a fresh, spicy, musky type fragrance. It is a really nice fragrance to wear. It lasts about 7 to 8 hours, which I did not expect from an eau de toilette. It is a, let's see what size bottle it says, 100 milliliter bottle. It projects for about 2.5 hours or so, but what you really get from this fragrance right off the front, you get some of that sweetness from the juniper, you get some of that warmth from the nutmeg, and then you get a little bit of citruses mixed in there off the opening. It really is just a fresh and spicy, musky fragrance, especially through the dry down. It doesn't change that much. I don't really get any of that tobacco or anything in it. It has a lot of amber, especially in the dry down. That's where you get that warmth. That's where you get that fresh, spicy feel. Is from that amber, and then that lavender is in there as well. It's a very musky fragrance, but it's one, I would actually call this a hidden gem. I'm surprised because I've never liked a Cadillac fragrance. I've never liked a Ferrari fragrance. The Ferrari one, this is probably the best Ferrari fragrance I have tried. And this is definitely the best Cadillac fragrance I would try. I would put this up in league with the Mercedes-Benz fragrances, which Mercedes-Benz fragrances are way better than these other two lines. It really gives you a different feel. It's unique. The atomizer here. It's nice. It doesn't cover the widest area like the Ferrari does, which the Ferrari atomizer is a little bit nicer, but it is still a nice fragrance. Yeah, so it's warm, it's ambery, it's spicy. If you can find this, and you can find this for the price that I got it for, or I'd say under $25, I would definitely give this a shot because this is a very nice fragrance and one that could be used daytime, nighttime, spring, summer, just as a random pull if you don't want to spend too much money. It's a really nice fragrance, and that is Cadillac Coupe. So I figured I would be doing this once every couple weeks, doing a fragrance haul from Macy's, TJMAXX, and Marshalls. If you like this type of video, please like and subscribe. The two that I talked about in this video, it's more of a lavender freshness from the Pure Lavender from Ferrari, and then this one is more of a musky, warm, fresh fragrance from Cadillac. It's Coupe. So thank you guys very much. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with another one.